I'm in Kensington, London, and it's 23 degrees. I'm in Tower Hamlets and it's 27 degrees. Same city, same heat wave. But that 4-degree gap isn't about the weather, it's about wealth. From London to Los Angeles, Mumbai to Mexico City, the same pattern comes up. The poorest areas are the hottest, and the people that live there are most exposed to its effects. So how did we get here? And what needs to be done to make heat more equal? This triangle explains heat inequality. Okay, now it does. These 3 things determine how heat affects you, and they all feed off each other. Factor 1. Exposure. Simply put, rich areas have more trees and parks, which are essentially natural air conditioners. They can cool an area by up to 5 degrees. It's called tree inequality, and it exists basically everywhere. For example, in 92% of US communities, low-income neighbourhoods have less tree cover than high-income neighbourhoods. But why? Part of it comes down to economics. People are willing to pay more to live in greener neighbourhoods, driving the price up. But part of it stems from decades of discriminatory policies. In the US, redlining prohibited investment in black and minority neighbourhoods, prioritising industrial development in working-class areas. Similarly, in London, the East End became industrial housing for the working poor, while the West End remained home to royal parks and wealthy houses. And the result is what scientists call urban heat islands, pockets like this one that trap heat like ovens.
The surface materials that you see in the cities and the combination of human-made materials that absorb the sun's heat can lead to differences in the urban heat islands.
Factor 2. Vulnerability. Even at identical temperatures, heat affects people differently. People in lower income areas are more likely to have health conditions that can make heat dangerous. Things like diabetes, heart disease, and respiratory problems.
In many parts of the world, particularly the UK, we also have an aging population, and we know that older people are more vulnerable to negative health outcomes from heat exposure as well.
Factor 3. Adaptive capacity, or your ability to escape the heat. If you work somewhere like this, an office with air conditioning, you're much safer. But if you're doing manual labour, kitchen work, or delivery jobs, then you're trapped in the heat. And the research shows that as income drops, the likelihood of working in hot conditions goes up.
Yeah, very hot for me. Machine just give me hot and weather very hot today. But I want to try work.
It's quite sticky heat here due to there is a lot less green spaces, I suppose. There isn't as many parks here. It's really just building after building. You've got this little park here, but that's about it.
There are places bucking the trend. In 2016, Medellin built these green corridors through low-income neighbourhoods, dropping temperatures by 2 degrees. Singapore has also invested in new green space, not just parks, but vertical gardens on the side of buildings. There's also social programmes, like the Be a Buddy programme in New York City, which asked volunteers to check on vulnerable people during heat waves. Over the course of 6 months in 2020, there were over 11,000 check-ins.
We can really identify the types of individuals that are at increased risk from heat. We can really focus in on the most vulnerable groups and help them out. We also need the kind of built environment interventions as well, but I think the social role has a very big role to play.
So, the solutions are out there. It's just a question of whether cities will bring them in before the next heatwave hits.